Men will long speak of what we learn here today. Those of your classmates who chose not to take this class with you will feel themselves diminished for having missed it. Those of you who complete this class, I will feel proud to call my students. This is General College Chemistry 2, Chemistry 180. It is a continuation of Chemistry 170, focusing on the major chemical topics. A course designed for the sciences, engineering, and pre-professional programs. And by that I mean doctor, dentist. This is for people who are going to use chemistry as much as they use oxygen for breathing. This is a course taught to the level that if you don't know it, somebody dies. Therefore, what we do here is very important, and it's taught to that standard. Now, most of you are feeling pretty good, and you should because you passed Chemistry 170. But I'm here to warn you that nationally, about a third of the people who start General College Chemistry 2 do not finish it. Why does that happen? Two reasons. First, some of you had awesome high school chemistry teachers and were able to get through 170 with little or no effort because you'd had it before. That knowledge runs out at some point during Chemistry 180, and you're faced with suddenly having to study when you didn't have to before. Reason number two, the math kicks it up a notch. Notice the math prerequisite has changed for 180. It's no longer simply enough to be eligible for college algebra. Now you have to be eligible to take calculus. In other words, you have to have completed college algebra, they say with a C or better, although I have never had anybody who hasn't had a B or higher in college algebra pass my class. But the math really kicks it up a notch. Inside the course, we will begin using the quadratic formula on a routine basis. Logs, natural logs, will become a daily part of your existence in this course. Solving algebraic formulas is also going to become much more common than it was last semester, where we were simply able to use the units all the time. We will even make reference to integration. Calculus isn't a prerequisite. Calm down. You don't have to integrate to pass the course. But we will reference it, right? So the math in this class really kicks it up a notch. That having been said, if you had to study hard to get through 170, chances are you'll actually get through 180 because that same hard work and determination that saw you through 170 will see you through 180. Oh, my hubris led to me to believe that everybody knew who I was since this is the second semester. For those of you who don't, my name is Dr. Kelly. I do operate out of sunny Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which means I am in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, or New York time. Therefore, all your assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a minute before midnight for those of you in the Eastern Time Zone. For those of you in the Central Time Zone, Litchfield, Madisonville, Paducah, Murray, native Murrayan right here. That means all your assignments are due at 10:59, right? Your local time. So be aware, this class operates off Eastern Standard Time. That's it for this portion of the lab. One quick thing, if you've had me before, you know that it's really difficult to reach me by phone. Most of the time I don't answer it, plus it's a bad way to deal with chemistry questions because we can't look at each other's papers. I have LiveScribe and tools that let me generate videos really quickly, so it really won't be an issue for me to answer you, especially if you leave. So while it'd be impossible for me to answer you over the phone, it's really easy for me to answer you when you post a question on the question help message board. And I have a whole section about that in a second. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So why don't you write down the word Cleveland Browns? Why don't you write down Cleveland Browns and meet me on the flip side.